40,000 in the bank for 5 years. She has two options. Bank A give her 3.5% compounded quarterly. Meanwhile, Bank B give her 4% compounded monthly. Which option should she choose for better financial return? First of all, we need to find the interest that given by Bank A. So our P value is 40,000, P value is 5, M value is 4 because it's compounded quarterly, and our K value is 3.5%, which is 0.035. For I value, we will use formula K over M, so we will get 0.035 over 4 equal to 7 over 800. Finally, for N value, we will use formula N equal to MT, so N equal to 4 times 5 equal to 20. The first step is write the formula, which is S equal to P open bracket 1 plus I close bracket power N. Second step is to fill the value we have inside the formula. So it will be S equal to 40,000 open bracket 1 plus 7 over 800 close bracket power 20. And the answer will be S equal to 47,630 and 59 cents. Last step is to find the interest value, which is I, where we will use formula I equal to S minus P. So it will be 47,630 and 59 cents minus 40,000 equal to 7,613 and 59 cents. First of all, we need to find the interest that given by Bank A. So our P value is 40,000, P value is 5, M value is 4 because it's compounded quarterly, and our K value is 3.5%, which is 0.035. For I value, we will use formula K over M, so we will get 0.035 over 4 equal to 7 over 800. Finally, for N value, we will use formula N equal to MT, so N equal to 4 times 5 equal to 20. The first step is write the formula, which is S equal to P open bracket 1 plus I close bracket power N. Second step is to fill the value we have inside the formula. So it will be S equal to 40,000 open bracket 1 plus 7 over. And for Bank B, we have to do the same step like we do the Bank A calculation. So for Bank B, the P value is 40,000, T value is 5, M value is 12, and our K value is 4%, which is 0.04. And for I value, we will use formula K over M, which is we will get 0.04 over 12 equal to 1 over 300. And lastly, for N, we will use the same formula, which is N equal to MT. So N equal to 12 times 5 equal to 60. After that, we will use the same formula, which is S equal to P open bracket 1 plus I close bracket power N. So it will be S equal to 40,000 open bracket 1 plus 1 over 300 close bracket power 60. And the answer will be 48,839 and 86 cents. After that, we will find the interest value, which is I. So it's the same formula, which is I equal to S minus P. So it will be I equal to 48,839 and 80 cents minus 40,000. So I equal to 8,839 and 86 cents. Before do the conclusion, we have to do the difference of financial return between Bank A and Bank B, where it will be 7,630 and 59 cents minus 8,839 and 86 cents, and it will be equal to 1,226 and 27 cents. And the conclusion will be Ernie should choose Bank B because this bank gives a higher interest rate and more frequent compounding. Together, this produces a higher accumulated amounts after 5 years, giving RM 1,226 and 27 cents more than Bank A.
9 years ago, I deposited RMX into a saving account at Ibtisam. The interest rate is 3% compounded quarterly for the first 5 years and 4.5% compounded every 2 months for the rest of the period. If the accumulated amount in the saving account at the end of 9 years of RM10,000, find the value of X. So, in this question, we are asked to find the value of X, which was deposited by unknown. In this question, we are also given 2 different rate percent and also 2 different periods. So, first thing first, we need to do a timeline As you can see, I made a timeline here based on the information given. And for the first timeline, it is said in the question that the interest rate is 3% compounded quarterly for the first 5 years, which means the K is 0.03 and the M is compounded quarterly, which means the M is 4 and the time is 5 years. And after that, we can find the I and also the M. I equals to K over M. The K is 0.03 over M4, so we can get the I value is 3 over 400 and the formula for M is N equals to NT. M4 times by the years, the time 5, so we can get N4 20. And how do we get this information for the rest of the period is, it is said that if the accumulated amount in saving account at the end of 9 years of RM 10,000, so 9 years minus 5 years, and then for the rest of the period we can get is 4 years. So we put the information in the second timeline, so the time is 4 years and 4.5% compounded every 2 months for the rest of the period. So the K is 0.045 and the M is 6, and after that we can find the I and also the N just like before. So I equals to K over M. The K is 0.045 over the M, 6. We can get the I value for 3 over 400 and M equals to NT 6 times by 4, so we get N is 24. To find the original principal, first we must find the first future value. But in this question, we were not given the value of the first future value, only the second future value, which is stated in the question. The accumulated amount in the saving account at the end of 9 years is RM 10,000, which means that the 10,000 is the second future value. And we can find the first future value by using the compound interest formula, but using the information that we have put for the second timeline. After we have calculated the first future value, we will get RM 8,358.31 cents for the first future value. And then after that, we can proceed to find the original principal by also using the same formula. And after we calculate it, we can get the original principal X value for RM 7,198.9 cents.
Question 3. Rudy deposits 16,000 in an account at K% compounded every 3 months. After 3 years, the amount is 18,500. Determine for A the total interest earned. Suppose we need to follow the formula where I equals S minus P. I for compound interest, S for compound amount, and P for original principal. So here we know that S is 18,500 and P is 16,000. Then we can get the answer where 18,500 minus with 16,000, so the answer is 2,500. For part B, the question asks the value of K. In this question, we don't know what amount of K. Actually, I is K, the percent of interest. So here we can see some information where we can find amount of S, 18,500, and P is 16,000. This part we use the formula where S equals to P times 1 plus I to the power of N. After that, we should find the amount of M and N first. M is frequency of conversion, where how many times compound in 1 year. So here our M is 4 because the question said compounded every 3 months. N is total number of interest periods, so to find the amount we should times M with T. So here our M is 4 and T is 3 years. Multiply, then you will get 12. Calculate using this formula, so the final answer of part B is 4.87%. After we get the answer of K, we should times with 100% so that our answer can be in percent.
Amir sold a commission lot for RM 180,000 and used 60% of the amount as a down payment on his new semi-detached house, priced at RM 850,000. He financed the remaining balance with a 30-year housing loan at 4.6% per annum, compounded monthly. Find the M value is 12. Why? Because in the question it is said that it is compounded monthly. And then for the K, we can get 0.046 because in the question it is stated that 4.6 per annum. And then I, we can get 23 over 6,000. How do I get that? Is I equals to K over M. So the K is 0.046 over 12. And then we can get the I value. N equals to NT. So the term is he financed the remaining balance with a 30-year, which means the term is 30-year. So we can get the value for N 12 times by 30. So we can get 360 for the N value. For the question A, we were asked to find the monthly payment. So how do we find the monthly payment? Is by first we need to find the down payment and then we can calculate it afterwards. So how do we find the down payment? Is Ami sold a commercial lot for 180,000. So this original price we will times it with the 60%. So we will get 108,000, but this is not the down payment yet. So the down payment is the original price minus with 108,000, and we will get the down payment for 72,000 ringgit. And then we can use the formula of present value, but we haven't got the value for A, so first we need to calculate it. How we calculate it is his new semi-detached house priced at RM 8,850,000. That value we will minus it with the down payment, so we can get the A value for 778,000 ringgit. And afterwards we can put it in the present value formula and calculate it. We will get the monthly payment for 3,988.37 cents ringgit. The question B, calculate the interest charge. So the formula of the interest earned is R equals to NR minus A. And the value of N is 360 times by R, which we calculated earlier, 3,988.37 minus with A value, which is 778,000. And then after we calculate it, we can get the I value for RM 657,813.20. See, immediately after paying the 288 payment, he decided to settle the balance of the loan. Find the balance. So in this question, Amir has already paid for the whole 288 payment. And after that, he decided to settle all of the balance of the loan. So we need to find how many more he has to pay for the rest of the loan. How do we calculate it is by using the present value. But first, we need to find the end value. So, firstly, we will change the terms to months. So the terms, as we know, is 30 years. We will times it with 12 months. So we will get 360 months. And after that, we will minus it with the 288 payment. So we will get the end value for 72. And after that, we will put that in the formula of the present value. We will get the rest of the balance loan that he has to pay is RM 250525.02. For the last question, if he fails to pay the first 5 monthly payments, find the amount he has to pay on the sixth payment to settle the outstanding balance. So in this question, we are asked to find the amount that Amir has to pay on the sixth payment because he failed to pay the first 5 months. So in this question, we will use the future value formula because we want to know how much Amir should pay on the sixth payment. So first, we need to find the end value with n equals to 5 plus 1. So we get end value is 6. Why 5 plus 1? It's because Amir has failed to pay the first 5 months. So he wants to pay for the sixth payment. Then we put that into the future value formula. So we will get the amount that Amir has to pay for the sixth payment is 24160.73 ringgit.
Hello everyone, now I will explain the last question, that is question 5. So first step, we need to identify all of the given information from the question. That is, the price of the television is 18,999 ringgit, the down payment is 15%, the K is equal to 0.0525, M is equal to 12, the R is equal to 488 ringgit, and in the question, we need to find how long it will take for Chong to finish paying. Okay, step 2, we need to solve the question. The first one, we need to solve the down payment. That is 15% of 18,999 ringgit is 2,849 ringgit and 85 cents. Okay, next, we need to find the loan amount. That is A. 18,999 ringgit, we minus it with 2,849 ringgit and 85 cents equals to 16,149 ringgit and 15 cents. Next, we need to find the monthly interest rate. That is 0.0525 divided by 12 months. It will become 7/1,600 as the monthly interest rate. Now, I use the present value formula where the A is equal to 16,149 ringgit and 15 cents. The R is equal to 488 ringgit. The I is equal to 7/1,600. Okay, we just need to fill in and calculate it using calculator, and I got the answer 36 months. The last step is we need to convert it to years by using N formula, that is N is equal to MT. So the answer is 3 years. The final answer is Chong will finish paying the loan in 36 months, which is 3 years.